games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to a video showing you how I'm completing, I think it's the Game of the Year marquee matchups, I think that's what it stands for, and the Game of the Year marquee moments. Now this video I've already made all of the teams. I'm just going to show you the teams I'm submitting, and then I'll open the packs up at the end. And as per usual with these kind of videos, please only use this as a guideline. I'm not trying to say this is the cheapest way of doing it. This is just the cheapest way of doing it for me, and shows you how I'm doing it and maybe how you can use some of the players in your club already, or give you an idea of how to complete the SBC maybe a bit cheaper than you realised. So without further ado, we're going to get into the Game of the Year marquee moments, and this is just one SBC to complete, and it's incredibly easy. This is the cheapest one by far to do. So as you can see, you only need 4 players from the same league as a maximum, so you can't have any more than 4 players from one league, 1 rare player, 2 golds, and then a team chemistry of 65. So this is really easy. I put 2 gold players in that were English, that I have from doing a lot of the Premier League upgrade packs, which I've been doing on my streams, and then I filled the rest of the squad in with players from the Championship, League 1 and League 2, all English, just to get the chemistry. And it's really straightforward, really easy, no squad rating. So again, that one's easy, and it gives you a 7.5k pack, so not the best reward, but it's incredibly cheap to get that. So it could have been a whole lot worse, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And then we will get into the marquee matchups. Obviously this one being a little bit more long-winded, but I've completed all of them, and like I said, bear in mind with these I'm using players that are already in my club, so this is not necessarily the cheapest way of doing it, but gives you an idea of how to do it maybe cheaper than you thought. Starting off with Dortmund versus Schalke, so you need at least 1 player from Dortmund or Schalke. I went with Guerrero because I had him in the club, then I threw 1 other Bundesliga gold player in there just to get a bit of rating. And then honestly the rest of it I just filled in with players from a lower league that I had some high rated silvers in, so I got a 73, a 71, a 69, a 68 from the League 2 in France, the 2nd division of football in France. And then I made sure I had at least a few players on chemistry, because you need 70 chemistry, at least the 70 rating as well. And then I just filled the rest of it in, and as you can see that's a ridiculously cheap SBC, so it's not too bad at all, honestly. The easiest way for me here is just to get those 2 or even just 1 player from the Bundesliga if you have some gold players in the 2nd league you're going to use, but just make sure you stick to that 1 league. It gets the chemistry really easy, and it's just much easier to do it. So you get a Jumbo Premium Silver pack for this, so it's not the best reward, it's only silver, but the rewards from silver packs, the actual players, can be worth a fair amount if you get the right player. The second part of the marquee matchups is Southampton versus Leicester. Now this one is incredibly easy if you've been doing the Premier League upgrade packs. I've been getting Southampton players and Leicester players non-stop. So here you can see what I've done here. So the main thing, at least 1 Southampton or Leicester player. I went with Danny Ings, I've got him untradeable, along with pretty much every single player in this team. But 3 nationalities is a minimum, which is pretty darn straightforward to hit. 4 players from the same league is a max, so don't just think you can spam all 1 league. As you can see, I went with the Premier League, I went with the Southampton player, and then surrounded that player with the players from the Prem. Gets the chemistry nice and easily. Overall rating of 75, so just stick to low rated gold cards, just nice and easy. I've got 78, so I've gone a bit overkill. 75 chem, again, really easy. If you get those 4 players on there, and then just get the little triangles as you can see here. You can do a 4, 4 and a 3, which is exactly what I've done just to get the chemistry, and again, really easy. So submitting that gives you a Jumbo Premium Gold pack, so again, an okay pack, but when you think about the price of that pack, it's not too bad. Up next we have Ajax versus Spurs, very good game that happened obviously in 2019. This one is a weird one. Obviously the players I had here just happen to be UCL blue cards. UCL blue cards do not count as rares, please don't forget that. Even if they're rare UCL cards, they do not count as rare golds, so don't forget that when you're doing this. But this is kind of like the first one, where you pretty much just want to pick a league and then just fill in with different players from different nations. So Neres and Wanyama being my players from Ajax and or Spurs. I literally had 1 of each. I didn't have any low rated Spurs or Ajax players. And then I went with Ligue 1 because it's a relatively easy league with lots of different nations. And again, I just filled it in. So the team rating had to be 76, so I could have gone a little bit lower on some of these cards. If you can get some of these guys as non-rares, that does make it a little bit cheaper for you. So just bear that in mind. One thing to make sure you don't do is don't just buy loads of players from one club, because you need at least 3 different clubs in the whole thing, and don't just buy loads of players from one nation. I started off by making that mistake, getting loads of Brazilians, but you can only have 3 players from the same country, so don't forget that. 76 rating, at least 2 of these have to be rare. I've got about 4, 5, 6 in there, so I've got a little bit overkill on that as well, purely because they're the players I had. And 80 chemistry, again, relatively straightforward if you keep the players in the right positions. But submitting that one gives you a Prime Election Players Pack, so again, a slightly better pack than the previous ones. Still nothing crazy good though. And last but not least, arguably probably the biggest game of the year, Liverpool versus Barcelona. This one, you need a Liverpool player and a Barcelona player. Barcelona players, last time I checked while I was streaming at least, were pretty much extinct. So just bear that in mind when you go to do this. If you don't have a Barcelona player, it's going to cost you a lot. Okay, so they're not extinct anymore, which is good. But it's going to cost you a fair few thousand coins. So that's the big spender here on this team. So I've got him, and then I've got my Liverpool player is Adrian in goal. And then again, because I'm doing all these BPL packs, I've got loads of BPL cards in my club that are untradeable. I just picked 9 different players from different teams. That's to make sure they're all different teams, because you have a maximum of 1 player per club for this SBC. At least 3 of them are rare, so I put Foden and Abraham in, both nice and low rated. 78 rating maximum, and then team chemistry of 85, so pretty straightforward. Again, this one is so easy if you're doing league SBCs from one specific league. I recommend the Prem, obviously, because that's where most of the team of the season, team of the year are. But really easy, really straightforward. And completing this one gives you a premium gold players pack. Again, a half decent pack, but the main pack is the prime gold players pack you get from completing the entire thing. So that's a big 45k pack that didn't cost 45,000 coins to do. Technically it cost me nothing, but you can do it for much less than 45,000 coins. But with all those packs now finished, I'm now going to open them up. You can see I've got 9 packs in total, and that's because I have a couple of other packs I did. So I did a 2 rare gold player pack, and I've done a Premier League 3 gold players pack and a premium Premier League players pack, just to throw in there as well. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. We'll start off with the silver pack, because I mean, there's literally one thing I want from these silver packs, and that is informed Naki Wells. I didn't sadly get him in my red picks, but hopefully we'll get him in some sort of pack. I'm probably going to spam a couple of silver packs because I want a first owner when we don't get one, but that's not the end of the world. The main thing is here, if we can make any coins from the silver pack, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Nothing crazy. Kent might sell eventually, but nothing mad in the pack, honestly, in regards to making coins. Okay, up next we'll go with the premium gold pack. This was for the Marquee moment match, or whichever one it was, I can't remember. Again, a non-rare. That is not ideal at all. Bit of a stinky pack there. I don't really think, no. I mean, Adrian might sell just because he's from Liverpool. In fact, he will sell for a little bit, so I will list that. 1.8, I imagine he'll probably sell at some point, but not exactly what we wanted, in all honesty. We'll move on to the next one. I think we'll do the 2-player pack next. Obviously, it's only 2 players and only 2 rares. So we'll open it up. It's not a board, that's a shame. So I'll just skip it because it's not a board. We'll watch boards, and if we get any walkouts, we'll watch those as well all the way to the end. 2 80 rated cards. I mean, they're just going to go into Premier League upgrade packs. I'm not going to lie to you guys. 15k pack next. We'll open that one up. See if we can get anything. Hopefully. I don't know if that's a board or not. It's not a board. Damn, we are getting not very much, in all honesty, from these packs. We're not getting very much at all. Yeah, nothing really to write home about there. Next, we're going to do the Premier League 3 gold players pack. I opened a few of these on streams, and I didn't really get anything from them. I don't even think I got a board at any point. And we continue not getting boards, as this one is not a board. I think it's much better doing the 2-player packs, in my opinion. You get 2 rare gold cards to like rinse and repeat into other SBCs, whereas here I've got Vestergaard, who I already have untradeable, so I just have to discard. That is a bit of a waste, in my opinion, but regardless, we'll move on. We'll go to the Prime Election probably next. I know it's got 6 rares, but only 6 of the cards are gold, so we'll open this one up next and hope for the best. That is another non-board. Man, we are getting nothing right now. We are getting absolutely nothing from these packs. Again, I mean, bearing in mind that this didn't actually cost me a thing, technically everything here is profit if you want to look at it that way, seeing as I've used pretty much all untradeable cards, but I'd still rather have something to make it worthwhile. But the premium gold players pack next, is this a 25k pack? I think that's what this is worth. It is a board, at least. It's a walkout. Okay, it's better than nothing. We get Uruguay B striker. It is a striker. Ah, but it's Cavani. I was hoping for Suarez. but we get an 88 rated Cavani. Again, it's a walkout. I can't complain. It's surely going to have some sort of value, but I'm probably going to keep hold of him and put him into Bernardo Silva. That is a player I plan on doing. I've already done the most expensive part while I was streaming, so he's not going to cost me very much. And we have an 84 in there as well in the name of Lucas Leiva. So that's not too bad. Pretty happy about that at the end of the day, honestly. I'll take that 88 rated card. Currently worth about 28,000 coins. It's decent. It's not too bad at all. We're going to get into the Prime Gold Players pack next. I'm going to save the... Oh, am I? Actually, no. I'll do the Premier League pack next. We'll end with the 45k pack. It's the big one from doing the marquee matchups. So we'll end with that pack. With the Premier League player pack next, it is not a board. Oh, sweet lord. It's a blue card. Thank God it wasn't a board or a walkout because I'd have got very excited. We get ourselves Cater, 82 rated. Bit of a rip. Main thing is I know I don't have that Cater, so at least it's not just a wasted discard, unlike Pulisic and Klein. Okay, so the final pack of the video today, a Prime Gold Players pack, the big pack for this entire opening. Hopefully we get something good here. I'm going to nose pack it. Let's see if we get anything from this. Come on, EA, pay us out. We've had one non-board. Does that make sense? And we're sticking to one non-board with the one walkout being Cavani. And we get ourselves Diego Costa, an 83, so technically a board. But damn, that is awful, in all honesty. Really didn't get much from those at all. Thank God we did it for free. But that, guys, is where we're going to round up the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Of course, if you did, then please do leave a like on the video. It massively helps me out and lets me know that you're enjoying it. Let me know down below if you completed this, and of course, if you got anything good from it. I'm sure your packs were going to be better than mine, so let me know down below who it is you got. And of course, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We're very close to 4,000 subs right now, so it's greatly appreciated. And make sure you turn on the notification bell to be told anytime that we stream or upload a video. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I hope to see you all very soon. Look after yourselves.
Let's go. Hursty Games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty Games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might want to check them if you want to be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty Games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.